Hello everyone, my name is Alex and today I'm talking about the simple past. This is another video from the series I've been recording for my students in order to give them the opportunity to review the whole content we've been studying in the classroom. Feel free to join us if you like, and without further ado, let's get started. Do you enjoy that, family? I do. First of all, I'd like to say that you're gonna have on the top right hand the verbs in the present and in the past, okay? So I'm gonna read for you. Last summer, Bart and Lisa helped their dad to plan their holidays. They decided to go to the beach. Homer drove their red car to the south. At the beach, Bart surfed a big wave and Maggie made a beautiful sand castle. A crab bit Homer's nose and Lisa threw a bucket of water on Bart's back. Bart and his sister had fun dancing on the sand. They wore clothes made of green leaves. At night, Homer and Marge went to the disco. They danced to Latin music. A few days later, they went to the mountains. It was hot, so they had a bath in a small lake. After that, Lisa rode her bike and Bart went skating. The next day, Homer went fishing. Okay, guys, now let's talk about the simple past. When do you use past simple tense? We use past simple tense when we talk about completed actions in the past. Okay, so we are right here in the present and we are talking about actions that are things that are finished. Okay, so for example, I washed my car yesterday. She ate pizza last night. Kinds of verbs. Remember regular and irregular verbs? Turn regular verbs to the past by adding ed or d. So first of all, let's talk about the regular verbs. So walk turns into walked. Want, wanted. Help, helped. Decide, decided. Agree, agreed. If the verb ends with y preceded by a vowel, add ed. If the verb ends with y preceded by a consonant, drop the y, turn it into I, and add ed. For example, in this case here, play, right? We got a vowel here, so turns into played. Stay, stayed. But when you have a consonant before y, like study, you should drop y and add ied. Berry, another consonant before y, so you should drop y and add ied. Now let's talk about the irregular verbs that we found in the Simpsons story. Make, made. Have, had. Bite, bit. Go, went. Drive, drove. Wear, were. As you can see, the past form changes a lot. Unlike the regular verbs you add ed at the end, but irregular verbs, they change a lot. All right? Sometimes they do not change whatsoever. For example, cut, present, cut, past. Those are irregular verbs as well. Kinds of sentences in past simple tense. Affirmative sentences. We got subject, verb in the past, and complement. For example, Tom, subject. Verb in the past, visited us last week, complement. I, subject. Ran, verb in the past. In the competition, complement. Negative sentences. Subject, the auxiliary did plus not, like here. Didn't equals did plus not. Verb in the base form and complement. So Tom, subject, didn't, the auxiliary plus not, visit, verb in the base form. All right, and us last week, complement. Pay attention. Affirmative sentence, you use the verb in the past. In the negative sentence, you use just the base form of the verb, because did not will turn the sentence to the past. Okay? Kinds of questions in past simple. Yes, no questions. Now you use the auxiliary verb before the subject. So, did Tom subject, visit verb in the base form and complement. You last week. So, did Tom visit you last week? So you could answer yes, he did, or no, he didn't. Informative questions, WH word. So you put WH word before the auxiliary. That's very simple. Where did you run last year? At the park. What happens when we use the verb to be? Recall, it's past tense. So you're gonna use the verb to be in the past, all right? So for I, he, she, it, you use was. For example, I, he, she, it was at the park. For you, we, they, you use were. You, we, they were at the park. Negative sentences. Use the negative form or the contractions. Never use didn't, okay? You cannot mix didn't with the verb to be. For example, was not or wasn't. He, she, it wasn't at the park. Or were not, weren't. You, we, they weren't at the park. Yes, no questions. You're going to use was or were before the subject and then the complement. Was it in the house? Were they at the mall? Informative questions, WH word before was or were, subject and complement. Why was it in the house? Where were you last night? Okay? Ready for doing an activity? Complete the following sentence with the past simple tense of the verb given. So let's give it a shot. I go. The past form of go is went. So I went to the movies with Ed. She, what's the past form of decide? She decided to read the story. We hurry. What's the past form of hurry? We hurried. We hurried up doing the quiz. They walk. They walked to school. They walked to school. Sue play or so. Sue, what's the past form of play? Played. So Sue played soccer. My dog buried its bone outside. Okay guys, let's call it a day. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.